Laziness isn't always a problem. Comfort is, because the more comfortable your life becomes, the heavier discipline starts to feel. Which leads me on to point number one, guys. Comfort kills urgency. Right? Always saying, I'll start tomorrow. Choosing easy pleasure over hard progress. Moving with no urgency at all. Moving like a turtle, basically. And guys, why this matters? When life feels too comfortable, change feels optional. It feels like you don't need to change. You're just comfortable. You got that comfortable relationship. You're going to gym a few times a week. You've got a half decent diet. You're not overweight, but you're not super skinny. Your relationship, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. We're just comfortable, but deep down you can do better. Deep down you can do more. And this is when change feels optional. Most people delay this forever, right? There's a famous quote I'm about to read out now. A comfortable man feels no need to evolve. Which then leads me on to point number two, guys. You have built a low resistance life, right? What this looks like in real time. Your phone is always nearby. Easy food everywhere, basically junk food. Endless entertainment, whether that's you're constantly stimulated, whether that's TV, your phone, friends, parties, socializing every single weekend, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. No structure, no standards. And why this also matters, guys, your environment is making discipline harder, right? If you've got a life like that, don't get it wrong, it is fun. But how hard is it going to be for you to lock in? You're constantly getting stimulated. So any little thing that you do that's going to make you progress or any sort of work is going to feel so hard. There's going to be so much friction between you and your goals because anything to move that lever just a bit up is going to feel so hard because you're constantly being entertained. You're constantly comfortable. You're not lazy. You're just constantly comfortable, right? You're not failing because you're broken. You're failing because your life is designed for ease. You have got a very, very easy life, my friend. We need to change that. Let's fucking make it a bit hard. Most men don't need more motivation, they need less convenience. Right? That is what most men need. Which leads me on to point number three. Discomfort is what builds you. Right? This is the truth, guys. Growth comes from resistance. It's like training in the gym. The growth of the muscle comes from resistance, from you actually struggling, from you going to failure, from you not being able to do it. If you're in the gym and you're just so comfortable and you're just repping away, I hate to break it to you, mate, you're not building no muscle. There's no tension, there's no resistance there, right? Same goes in life, same goes with goals, same goes with progress. Pressure creates adaptation. Hard things build confidence, guys. It would be nice if the easy things build confidence. It would be nice if we did nothing and got confidence, but unfortunately, that is not the case. For example, guys, these are the things we need to implement now. These are the actionable plan by plan steps. Training when tired. It doesn't matter how you feel, get it done. You'll feel so much better once you've done it. Waking up earlier, set a fixed time and get up at that time. You'll feel so much better. During the task that you've been avoiding, right? This is a big one. I would recommend starting that off at the start of the day. Eat the frog. That's the saying. Eat the bloody frog. Start off with the biggest task and you will feel so much more relieved. Start saying no to comfort. It doesn't mean all the things I named out previously, like say no to all of them at once, because that's a bit naive, isn't it? You're probably not gonna be able to stop them all at once if you're constantly being used to stimulate. But just stop a few. For example, stop having easy food everywhere for starters. Throw away all the junk food and all the crap, right? I don't know, cut down your Netflix time. Cut down going out and binge drinking or, having all that. I'm not saying don't go out with your friends and socialize. Of course, socializing is very important. But if you want some growth, like, just cut a bit back. I'm not saying completely ignore your friends and go AWOL, but start saying no to some things. Your next level is hidden inside the things you keep avoiding. Nothing's going to change if you don't change. Your outcomes and results are not going to change unless the input changes, guys. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at now. Which then leads me on to point number four, guys. You need to make comfort less accessible, right? Let's make this practical again. For example, when working or busy, keep your phone away, okay? Like, the more it is accessible and more it is near you, the more chances you're going to use it, right? Stop buying junk food. If you don't have junk food in your house, what are the chances of you having it? Very less. Like, that's what I do. I'm not like, people think I'm disciplined or people will look at my physique because I'm like so 15% or like I'm 13, 40% body fat. got a decent amount of muscle on me. They think, oh, he's like so like locked in. Like, don't get it wrong, I am locked in, guys. But I don't rely on willpower most of the time. I rely on a structure and system and my environment as well. Like I make my environment easy for me to work. Like this is my desk, guys, it's clean as all. I've just got my goal planners here, got my laptop here, I've got my scripting book behind this camera, I've got my bottle of water. Like honestly, I make it so easy for me to work. Like if I had loads of distractions in this room, it wouldn't be a good environment to work with it. Same goes for the kitchen. I don't have no junk food in my house. And me subconsciously knowing that I don't have it in the house, it just makes it so much easier for me to stick to a diet. If I knew I had crap in the house or junk food, I would eat it, guys. I'm no different to you guys. Like I would eat that shit as soon as I used to have a PlayStation in my home. I used to love playing UFC or Sado online, right? I was quite a good player. I used to love the stand and bang, yeah? And I gave it to my nephew last summer because even though I only played 10-20 minutes a day, or even though I only played 40-50 minutes a day, you've got to think of it, guys. What would I enjoy more? Creating these YouTube videos for you, or getting highly stimulated off a game, or me beating someone up? Of course I'll get more dopamine from the game. So it was an easy one. And since I've gave that up, guys, I don't even miss it. And guess what I do more now? Let's take a wild guess of what I do more now. My work. Talking to you guys. Giving value. I've even gone onto Instagram and TikTok and I'm posting every day on there now as well. So I have upped my output, right? And that can only happen from making your environment easy. Remove easy escapes, guys. Make your mornings more disciplined. Do not rely on willpower alone. Change your setup, change your environment, right? Make comfort less accessible. Discipline gets easier when comfort stops being your default. Comfort keeps you the same, discomfort changes you. Guys, if you learned something, which I know you did, leave your boy a sub. Pow pow!